Okay, I said I'd do a quick video on how to use your calculator for some of these frequency tables. So let's imagine this was a table we had and we wanted to find the mean of this table. So if you were doing this by hand, you'd have to start by finding the midpoint first, wouldn't you? And we'd need that as well to type into our calculator. So the midpoint of each of these between 0 and 5 is 2.5, between 5 and 10 is 7.5, 10 and 20 is 15, 20 and 40 is 30. So we'd need that to work it out. Then what we'd normally do then is work out a column at the end that said total, and we'd do 2.5 times 6, 7.5 times 10, add them all together, add these together, and do that division. But these calculators will do it for you. So, seeing as you have them, you might as well learn how to use them. So, if you go into this statistics mode, so go into statistics, exe here, and then we type in the first list. I'm going to type in the midpoints of the times. I'm going to type in 2.5, 7.5, 15, and 30. And in the second list, I'm going to type in the frequencies, 6, 10, 5, and 8. I've chosen pretty easy numbers to begin with. So I've got those all there in my list. What I want to now is I want to calculate with these. So I'm going to go to calc here. So I'm going to press this F2 button. And then it's asking me whether I want one variable, two variable, a line of regression, or how I set things up. So first thing you need to do is, what we're doing is one variable statistics. We've only got one variable, which is time. Two variable would be things like scatter diagrams and things, and you come on to those a bit more, and you use that function at A level or IB. So all we're going to use is the one variable statistics. But before we do it, you just need to make sure you've got the right settings. So if I click on here to set, actually mine are in the wrong settings. So for this one variable, I want the list, my variable, to be in list 1. Well, that was right, that was list 1. But I want my frequencies to be list 2. So under this, I'm going to go to list 2 and set my frequencies to make sure they're on list 2. And then I'm just going to exit back to there. So I've got this as my variable, this is my frequency. And if you now press this F1 button to calculate one variable statistics, it comes up with all of the information that you need. So this first one, this X bar, that's just the symbol for the mean. So the mean of this table is 13.9655172. Sigma X as 405. That gives you what the total, if you were to do this final total column here, that tells you that that total column there would have been 405 if you'd done it. N is the number of people with a number of data, so that would be there. That tells you that that one would be 29. The other bits are about standard deviation, which you don't need to worry about, and it gives you things that actually in this table aren't particularly useful. The most useful things are those values. You could then, if they asked you to show some working or they asked you for the total, just put down that as your calculation for the mean.